student Southwest 4817 is clear of 16 right on Alpha 6.
Southwest 4817, Salt Lake Tower. What Southwest gate you going to?
Bravo 17, Southwest 4817.
Southwest 4817, continue ahead there and Echo Spot 14.
Say again?
Continue ahead on Echo Spot 14.
Continue ahead on Echo Spot 14, Southwest 4817.
Salt Lake Tower, Velo 2805, ready to take off 16 left. I have information, Yankee.
And Velo 2805. The wind's 110 at 5, turn right heading 280, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff.
Turn right heading 280, 16 left, clear for takeoff of Velo 2805.
You need to set parking brakes to request ground services.
The heck was that? Hello?
Hello.
Hello, 2805, confirm you're in that right turn.
Stand by, Velo 2805.
Roger.
Yeah, looks like we're turning now, Velo 2805. Sorry about that.
Actually, just maintain your present heading for now, and just climb 11,000.
Looks like we already started the turn. I'll maintain present heading of Velo 2805.
Okay, and then continue the turn, but expedite your climb to 11,000.
Expediting climb, continuing the turn of Velo 2805.
Well, 2805, and make that right to 290.
290 Velo 2805.
Velo 2805, you're clear of the terrain now. Direct Dirge on course.
Direct Dirge on course, Seville 2805.
2805, departures offline, monitor Unicom 122.8, have a good flight.
122.8, thanks for the help, Seville 2805.
Thank you. Are you coming on, or?
No, I did. There's no traffic.
Ah. There would be traffic if there was a ground on. There's a VFR out of Hill as well. Hello, everybody. Welcome back.
Is the approach gonna be on?
Holy Christ! That was so loud. I need to turn this shit down. There we go. Holy macaroni. I've already got it out on another pre-file. Oh, you left? Oh, well. Yeah, let's change up the music. Nah, something better than that. Nah, that ain't good either. Well, this is all crappy. We'll go with this. Anyways, what was I? Oh, this, yeah. What are all the positions? There we go. So, we are on Salt Lake today. It's only gonna be for like an hour and a half more. I've already been on for like 45 minutes. But yeah, we'll do an hour and a half-ish. And then I'll be off for the weekend, and then next week we'll have some stuff as well. Today, the weather, it could go, so it's supposed to be high winds today, later. So it could, don't know really when exactly it's gonna come in. Like what time is it? Into 2000. So it said at 1800 the winds are supposed to pick up to 25 knots. That hasn't happened yet, so we'll just wait. Tomorrow though, it's gonna be it's a shame that I'm off this weekend, but tomorrow is gonna be a fun day here. Yeah, got a big snowstorm blowing in, so the winds are what, 170 at 5 now. It's 13 degrees. Wow, that temperature is really high. We have to look north up at Bozeman-ish. That's it's a bit more spicy up there. It's, you know, it's the winter. Everywhere's kind of crappy. Yeah, broken 700, snow, mist, 3/4 mile visibility, overcast 2200, -2. The TAF is showing that it could go down to 1/2 mile and overcast at 800 feet. Yeah, I don't see it getting any better up there. What is it? I don't know. Boise probably got better today. Is there somebody over at Hill? Yeah, there is, right? They're taking off. Gotta verify my airspace line here. Local control. Area of jurisdiction. Where is my area? Okay, it stretches north here. Yeah, it's this line. But we can extend it out to the next. I just verify with the VFR map. We can, the next shelf here is 6,000 to 12,000. So we can cover that too. You're just glad it's not snowing now. Yeah, I mean, makes things interesting though. But there would be no VFR traffic though. What in the world? Am I from the Salt Lake area? No, I'm not. Hog 12, Salt Lake Center. Salt Lake Tower, do you copy? Really? Just pause, like. Hog 12, Salt Lake. Hog 12, Salt Lake. Hog 12, Salt Lake. Yep, up north by Ogden? Oh, okay. So you know the area then. What in the world is this guy doing? Hog 12. Yes, you are in Class Bravo. You just crossed into the 7,500 foot shelf there, St. Anges. You do any private pilot flying?
Tower Hog 12, let me check.
5 by 5, how do you hear me?
505, thank you.
Hog 12, yes. You just crossed in the Bravo there at 7,500 feet.
Okay, apologies. Can I get clearance into Salt Lake Class Bravo?
Yeah, Hog 12. What direction are you headed to?
Probably into pattern with you.
Roger, Hog 12. You are... yeah, A10 confirmed.
Correct.
A10. Roger. Hog 10, Hog 12. Salt Lake Tower, you're cleared in the Salt Lake Class Bravo airspace. Maintain VFR at or below 7,000 within the Class Bravo. Squawk 0620.
Please do San Diego first, not San Diego. Salt Lake, Class Bravo airspace, make straight in runway 16 left.
Hog 12, Roger, you can actually do that. Yeah, so straight, you can enter actually a right base for runway 16 right.
The right base for runway 16 right. Hog 12.
DG 6R. It's Hog 12 Squawk 0620.
Squawk 0620, Hog 12.
This guy's coming in hot and fast. Hog 12, I'm showing you Squawk 0626. You just got to change the 6 to 0. There we go. Hawk 12 radar contact. Showing you, let's see here. Showing you 17 miles northwest of the field. You can make a right base for runway 16 right. Report on final. Touchdown aircraft information. Zulu's now current winds 1705. Altimeter 29er. Hog 12. It looks like you're coming in a bit fast. You want to make a 360?
Going on 360, Hog 12. Apologies.
Hawk 12, maintain below 7,000 within the Bravo.
Maintain below 7,000, Hog 12.
Hey, I like the weather in Ogden there, Big Jess. Just push this guy PDC. I couldn't be bothered with the voice clearance, so. 16 right.
Hog 12 on final, runway 16 right.
Hog 12, clear for the option. Runway 16 right.
With the option, runway 16 right, Hog 12.
So you're wondering what all this is, right? Oh, it's hard for you guys to see that. Let's see if I can make it bigger. There. You see how there's the B70 there? And then or it says B70 there, and then it says TG, right? So TG means touch and go, and then the B70 means he's cleared at or below 7,000. That's all that means. Hawk 12, after the option, make right, close traffic.
Roger, Hawk 12.
It's showing up as an F16, but it's an A10. Is that an F18? I can't tell. It's some funky looking one. Is that on auto track? Oh, I don't know. No reason the curiousness either. What else do we have here? Hog 12, the pattern altitude is 5,500 for your info.
Thank you.
Where?
Hawk 12 turning final and 16 right.
Hawk 12, clear for the option, 116 right.
Is the option or 16 right, Hawk 12?
Depends where this guy spawns in. Just to get another pre-file here. I have a hard time like assigning runways, you know, when the aircraft isn't on my screen, because right, I could assign them the left runway, right? But they may spawn all the way on the right side, right? So I just wait. That guy's going to Bozeman. Why isn't my auto track working? Oh my gosh. Is there a way that I could... position, and then 8 is. Alright. And then TMI.
Final runway 16 right.
Can barely hear. That's on full, right? Hawk 12, clear for the option, runway 16 right.
It's the option runway 16 right, Hawk 12.
Hawk 12, you copy that?
I didn't push down my push the select button. Hawk 12, cleared to land, cleared to the option runway 16 right.
Yeah, if you're able to turn up your mic a bit, that'd be great. Whatever. Box 7. Let's see if this works. 5x5.
Roger, thank you.
Hog 12, clear for the option 16 right.
Where's the option? Runway 16 right, hog 12.
Postman is going kind of crazy in real life.
Say that again?
Postman is going crazy in real life.
What do you mean in real life?
In real life, Postman is so much traffic.
Oh, is there? Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's very busy.
It actually is. Yeah, there's like...
Solid City Tower, hello. South 1672, information Zulu 1 West North for a taxi.
That was 1672, information Zulu's current runway 1 west north, runway 16 right, text by Bravo Alpha 11.
Alright, 16 right, Bravo Alpha 11, 1672.
The other thing I have to deal with, like, for this one of the departures is Zion's, as this guy's going, has a published heading, but all the rest of the departures have assigned headings. So it's like, it's hard to, like, sometimes I have to give it to people because they don't look at charts. But it's like hard to judge because if I don't give it and they don't know, right, then they just fly willy-nilly. And I've already had a bunch of people fly into the mountain a couple times. People don't, like, fully understand this airport. What's up, Jack? Like this airport's 5,000 feet above sea level, right? So when you're coming into land and you're at 13,000 feet, you're actually at 7,000 feet, but you don't know it because you're 5,000 feet above sea level. So that's why people have issues landing here because it's so rushed. Because they can go above 200, they can be doing 300 knots all the way until they're, 5,000 feet above the ground, technically. So that's why we have speed restrictions on departures and on arrivals. Hog 12, expect a late option clearance.
Roger, Hog 12.
Yeah, it's fun. This is just a slow day. And also, Salt Lake isn't a busy airport, generally. You go look at Denver, it's busy all the time. Like right now, there's no ATC on at Denver, but I see there's like 30 departures just because. Delta 1672, you ready to go?
1672, yeah, we'll be ready.
Hog 12, report on final. Hog 12, turn base.
Turning base, Hog 12.
Delta 1672. The winds are 1705, runway 16 right, clear for takeoff, fly the published heading.
Clear for takeoff on the SID for 1672, 16 right.
Is most of the airspace covered by VATSIM? It's the whole world, effectively, but, like, you know, ATC might be not on at points, right?
Salt Lake City Tower, Delta 1177, short of Bravo, ready to taxi with Zulu.
Delta 1177, 2 west, runway 16 right, taxiway Bravo Alpha 11.
16 right, Bravo Alpha 11, Delta 1177.
Like, yeah, the whole world is covered by VATSIM. Doesn't mean that there's ATC on at the time, right? But there can be, if that makes sense to you. So the US is the same thing, right? You have to be trained in a Pacific area that has controllable airports like it is in real life. And those airports get controlled when a controller wants to get on and control, or when there's an event, right? So right now, I can see that there's towers on LAX, approaches on at San Diego, approaches on at Phoenix, Dallas Fort Worth Center's on, along with Oklahoma City approach and ground, Milwaukee approaches on, St. Louis ground, Jacksonville approach, Miami Center, Potomac approach, and what is that? Baltimore ground, Philly Tower. There's 3 approaches on at New York, so Hog 12, you're cleared for the option, runway 16 right.
The option, runway 16 right, Hog 12. Gonna be at full top.
Okay, Hog 12, the wing's 1705, runway 16 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 16 right, Hog 12.
Delta 1672, flight arc top 2.
Zero top 2, Delta 1672.
Right, the probability that you'll get every single center on that whole flight is low, because unless there's an event going on, because people schedules just don't work like that, right? Because that flight's what, 4 or 5 hours, right? So you know, say that somebody's on at Salt Lake at the beginning when you're leaving Boston, doesn't mean they're going to be on 5 hours later, right? If you go to VATSIM-radar.com, that's the live VATSIM map with all the aircraft that are flying, plus all the ATC. Delta 1672, departures offline, monitor Unicom 122.8 CF.
Departure now for 1672. We'll catch you next time.
And even when there isn't a control, like ATC isn't on, there's still other pilots that are still flying, right? So you guys still communicate with each other as if you were landing in an uncontrolled airport. And Hog 12, are you wanting to go to the Air National Guard ramp? What the heck?
I'm gonna have to cancel. My plane just went to the ground.
Roger. Well, have a great rest of your day.
Thank you. Goodbye. Hog 12.
Okay, so apparently he just crashed. So Delta 1177, the wind's 1705, runway 16 right, clear for takeoff.
16 right, clear for takeoff, Delta 1177.
Yeah, Bozeman in real life is really crazy. That controller earlier wasn't kidding. It's so busy in Bozeman in real life that there's the United, I guess the United gate is occupied, so the inbound is having to wait for an outbound, so it's sitting in the run-up area. And then the same thing, there's an American on the other side that's also waiting for its gate to be open. I currently see that there is 9, 10 airliners at Bozeman right now. That's just crazy. Oh, and there's another one coming into land. That's just insane. And the visibility in Bozeman is like, what, a mile and a half? Okay, what did I just hear? Let's drop that. Oh, he's over there. Yeah, no worries, Jack. I'll tell 1177 direct hop to.
Direct hop to Delta 1177.
Is it free to become a VATSIM controller? 100% it's free. And how long does it take? Oh. It really, like, everybody's different simply because it's like, you know, if you're already Delta 1177 monitor Unicom 122.8 CF.
Already Unicom Delta 1177.
Like, if you're very familiar with procedures already, like, say, you know, you've been doing a lot of virtual flying for a while, you know, you have a good understanding, you'll progress faster than somebody that doesn't have a clue, right? So myself, from enrollment in the online portion to actually getting on Salt Lake here and controlling like Boise or whatever as a ground controller, that took roughly 2 months. Oh, you're an instrument pilot. Well, then, you know, basically a lot of stuff already. So it's just learning the other side of everything. Like, the main factors are your knowledge, which you have a lot of. Also, another factor is, you know, your availability and the availability of, you know, trainers to, you know, do practical training. Because the first portion is all theory through VAT USA. That's if you want to become a US controller. Once you pass that, then you join a facility. I'm in Salt Lake. You can join any facility in the U.S. And then you then have to go through practical training specifically for that area, because every airport's not the same. Yes, but it's quarterly, so it's every 4 months, and it's like very doable. I think it's like 5 hours over 4 months or something, really really low. The only time that you don't hit that hourly requirement is if you just basically are, don't do ATC at all or lost complete interest. Like the complexities of airports, if it's a radar certified airport, if it's an uncertified radar airport, if there's no radar, if there's an ASDEC system, if you're in a class Bravo, class Charlie, class Delta, there's all different things to it, right? If you're in a Tersa or not. Like, once you get into, like, tower or approach, then that's when you really start getting into that stuff. But first you get into ground and and clearances. I do know people that have, I wouldn't say speed run, but like are very determined to get up there. And I know one person that started just a year ago and is already a center controller. So, which is crazy. Yeah, that's the base what you get into. Because there's different levels, right? There's ground, there's tower, there's approach/departure, then you get into clearance, get into center. But with each of those levels is specifically if there's an airport that is more complex than others. Usually there's one or two in a facility, right? Then you have to get a special certification like you do with flying. So in order to progress, you have to get that certification for your level. So say that you're a ground controller before you can move up. So once you say that you're a ground controller here at Salt Lake, you get your ground controller, you become a ground controller. So you become an S1. Then you would have to get your Tier 2 certification, which is the certification to control this airport, which is Salt Lake, because it's in a Bravo and it's busy. Oh, it's completely like real life. Completely based off of that. Then, once you get that certification, then you can go back and do the online training like you did when you first joined for ground, for tower. Once you pass that, then you can go do your practical training to become a tower controller. And it's the same process the whole way up. Like some facilities like Denver, then just right over, they have a Tier 2 facilities, which are like Aspen and Eagle, but then also Tier 1 facility, which is Denver. So you have to get all those certifications first before you move up. So yes, it's highly regulated. It's the same across the world in VATSIM, right? We only follow the real life stuff, Everything's based upon FAA rules and procedures and all that. Eagle 5518 Heavy, you with me?
Eagle 5518, good afternoon, Salt Lake City Tower, on fire, runway 16 right.
Confirm me on the visual or the ILS?
ILS, runway 16 right.
Yeah, so Class Delta Airport, like as an example with Salt Lake here, good Class Delta is Jackson Hole. Once you get your certification, so you've done your online training and you've passed your practical, right? Then you can control the Class Delta airports. So you can only control an airport that has a controlled tower in real life. So you can't control any random airport. It's only airports that are actually controlled in real life. Eagle 5518 Heavy, the wind's 1705, runway 16 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, Eagle 5518.
Yeah, you can just do it for a Class Delta airport, 100%. But I'm sure you'll get bored. Because even though ATC might be on, doesn't mean people are going to come. Right? I've been on for 2 hours, and I've only had less than planes that fit on one hand. I will say that our Class Delta airports in Salt Lake, RTCC, RTAC, we have a lot of, mountain airports that people like to fly into. Like, I won't see people fly into Rapid City, but I'll see people fly into Helena, right? So it just depends. If you're an instrument pilot, a lot of people just do a facility that they also fly in real life, because then it's easier on them. Because they already know, like, ground layouts and procedures and, departures and arrivals. That up there, that's called the VATSIM terminal. VATSkyterminal.com. KCMH. Where is that? Is that Boston? Why do I know that? I know that from somewhere. Yeah, it's Boston area, right? Is that like Newport or something? I don't know. I swear I've heard that name before. That airport. Oh, it's Columbus. Oh, okay. So Columbus is in... Where's Columbus? Columbus is in Indianapolis Center. And Boston is in Boston. So you can only be part of one. Whoa. Dude is bouncing. Yeah, so like if it's a controlled tower, then like I don't know the controlled towers off the top of my head in Indianapolis. So no. So we still use VRC. that's just a website that I use just for the stream. I still have strips, VRC. It's just on a different tab. Oh, you're talking about VRC. Yeah, it's CRC now. Okay, now I know what you're saying. There's a bunch of people in here now.
Satellite 6 Tower, Eagle 551 evacuated on Alpha 3.
Eagle 5518, you can taxi to parking via Bravo 2 West.
We are parking via Bravo 2 West, Eagle 551.
No, the one with the right here, the one that I'm moving right now, the view from the tower here, that's just tower view through vPilot and Flight Sim. I think some differences from a year ago, because I only joined like almost a year ago now. The voice client is now built in CRC, which is the radar scope or whatever. That's built into that now. Yeah. So the strips, the actual strips, I'll just show you. The strips I still have. It's just here. I just have a different page. No, the VAT Sky terminal thing that I have up there is just better for the stream because just gives it like a real life airport vibe. $381. Why isn't it? Yeah, they are. But I don't like using it. We don't use TeamSpeak anymore. Except for events. We use Discord now. Like, if you're online, if you're on, if you're activated and you're on as a controller, you have to be in the Discord channel. All of our channels are logged based upon, what airport they're at or what. But yeah, we just use that now. There's still point outs though. We still have point outs. I remember when I first tried to be a controller in VATCAN, I think this was like 3-4 years ago, they were still just using TeamSpeak. Thank you, JS, for the follow. I'm sure it's the same way. It's just not TeamSpeak anymore. It's just Discord. But like if it's a lot and people aren't talking to you, you're allowed just to move to a different channel. But you can't mute yourself though. But you can move to a different channel. National Archive information. Alpha's current wins 100 at 5. Altimeter 3299905. like center controllers, they'll frequently just change channels because they have a lot more traffic. Oh, well, what I saw through TOWERVIEW here was just that you landed and then all of a sudden you just stopped. Let me see if I can find it. Because I am streaming on YouTube, so I can just back it up. Yeah, when you do Twitch, it's a bit harder, but how long ago was it? Let's see here. Can you see this? Can you see that? Let's skip forward a little bit here. Okay. I'm assuming you can see that, right? Alright. All I saw was you landed. And then I looked up here because I was just going to keep an eye on this guy. And then you just stopped. So then I just looked over and you were just stopped. So nothing crazy. So no spectacular jumps or flips, you know. My first reaction was that you crashed and you had crash you had crash on in the simulator, which means that when the simulator detects that you crash, it just pauses you and puts you to a screen that scolds you effectively. So I figured that's what had happened, but I didn't know why. 'Cause to me, it was fine landing for a fighter jet. We'll give it 20 more minutes here. And then I gotta go to the airport, so that'll be it. So that guy's in the gate, so he's good. I think the only big change that we've had this month is Provo finally got a departure and a arrival RNAVs. So that's a big step for them. Before they had a ODP with a clearance limit. And if that makes no sense to you, one day you'll figure that out. It's hard to explain, but if you know, you know. So they've got an RNAV arrival and a RNAV departure now. The RNAV departure is called the Diddy 1. Now, the map maker knew what he was doing there. You know, it takes them years to put up new charts. So when you look at a chart, you think, oh, somebody's just made that overnight because it's the stupidest looking thing ever. No, it takes years. They have to go out there and plan it. They have to do public consultation. They just have to flight test it. You know, they have to go through all the regulatory stuff. So, they finally got that. Like in Salt Lake, we can see in 2026 is when they're going to push out another set of new arrivals, right? That's how far out. That's how long it takes for stuff like this. So alpha's current. The TAF is updated, so the wind is going to stay nice and not heavy like it was supposed to until basically tonight. So we'll be good. It is warm though, 14 degrees, 57 Fahrenheit. Yeah, tomorrow it's going to be like gusting 22 knots, half a statute mile of visibility, ceiling 500 feet, you know, broken 500, you know, overcast 1500 with like heavy snow. So, good luck. If you're flying out of Salt Lake tomorrow, good luck. I will say that, like, because planes have gotten so automated with, you know, ILS and landing systems like that and RNAV departures and all that, it's hard to find a place, you know, a weather condition now where planes can't land, right? Like with the most sophisticated ILS system, which are at a lot of major airports, like you can get down to where you can only see 600 feet on the runway and you can still land. So you basically can't even land until you touch the ground. So the only real, like, it used to be visibility used to be a big thing, but I'll say that now the big thing is wind. Because no matter if you use an ILS or whatever to land, if you're still getting like a 30 knot crosswind, one, I don't think you can even do ILS with a 30 knot crosswind. But you have to straighten, like the ILS won't straighten you out before you touch the ground. So you have to manually land that thing. So that's if you want to have an interesting flight where you're thinking, oh, I want to have a challenge, don't do one with low visibility. Sure, it's fun, but you're not going to be able to see anything. You'll still be able to land. Wind, though, wind is the fun thing. Did somebody queue up their mic? Did somebody queue up their mic? If they did, nothing's coming through. There's a United somewhere over there. Wow. Bozeman is busy. Oh my god. If you look at Flight Radar and you look at Bozeman in real life, that is just an insanely packed little airport right now. I'm just finding it hard to believe, to be honest, because it's not even, it's like, it's heavy snow there right now. I guess everybody's trying to run away. Okay, we're going to wrap it up here in the next few minutes here. Why are there... The weather good dance. Broken 100 feet. Yikes. All right, well, let's. I don't see anything miraculous happening in the next few minutes here, so we'll wrap it up now. How do I... So I add this to there. Yeah. Just closing everything now. We have so many tabs open, it's just insane. Alright. Central Aircraft Salt Lake Tower is now closed. You can monitor this frequency as the CTAF 119.05. Time now 21:20 Zulu. Good night. Alright. we'll wrap this up here. Wow. I had a good time there. I'm sure you all did too. Anyways, I'd like to thank you all for watching, and have a great weekend. It's Friday, right? I lost track of what day it is, to be honest, so. Yeah, it's Friday. Alright. Well, have a great weekend. We'll see you next week there. And thank you so much for watching there. If you want to, I don't know, watch back the moments, it's over on YouTube there. If you're already watching there, or if you're on Twitch, you can get over there and watch it. Oh, I have 30 tabs open. Oh my god. Have a good one, guys. Have a good one, Jack. Anyways, have a great rest of your Friday there, guys, and have a great weekend. I'll see you soon.